Transpositions seriously mess with people's minds. It's one thing to make something vanish or something else appear. To do the two things at the same time, if it happens in their hand, it's a mental meltdown. I do a whole bunch of different kinds of transpositions. I love this one. It's so organic. It's so simple. You're going to like the technique. It's easy. It's kind of got a few things going on for it. Okay, so you start by saying, look, you open up and you say, take a look in there. And they see inside there you've got a Canadian dollar and a quarter. And you say, look, I'm going to give you both. Be as fair as you can be. Going to give you both, drop them both in their hands. They can feel both coins. They can hear them. It's all legit. Say, I want you to take the quarter and the dollar, put it behind your back, okay, which they do. Put your other hand here behind your back, which they do. I want you to put the dollar in one hand, the quarter in another, your choice. Totally your choice, which is holding which. So it's 100% free choice. Then you say another free choice. I want you to we're going to use one of the coins. I want you to decide which coin by bringing your fist forward, which they do. And let's say they bring forward and they produce the, in this case, they open their hand, they've got the dollar, okay? And you say, don't take your eyes off the dollar. Look, I'm just going to rub it like this, my finger, and just like that, they see it happen in full view. The dollar changes into the quarter, boom, no gimmick coin, nothing like that. And then you say, don't scream, don't scream. Any guesses what's now in your closed fist behind your back? And, of course, everyone goes, no, 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 no. When he brings or she brings her fist around and opens it up, inside is the dollar. And they have seen, it's a great bar trick, they've seen these two coins change in their own hands with all those choices under impossible conditions. On this video right now, I'm going to reveal the entire secret to this trick, some of the sleight of hand, some of the special gimmick you can make at home. I'm going to show you how the change happens, all this stuff. You're going to love how organic and simple this trick is, so I'm going to explain it all on this video. On this video, I'm also going to give you a chance to win one of my tricks called Going, Going, Gone. It's a combination of mentalism and magic, and it's a cool effect where basically a card someone's thinking of in a deck of cards. Slowly you say to them, don't think of that card, think of the other cards. And one by one, all the other cards go blank. They go completely blank, front and back, except for the one card the person's thinking of. And it uses a very cool force that even if you're an experienced card magician, card magic performer, I bet you don't know this force. It's a very cool, very old, little-known force. So you're going to have a chance to win Going, Going, Gone. As usual, if you want to watch the preview, you go to sankeymagic.com. You can watch the preview for Going, Going, Gone. But I gave you a chance to win one in just a moment. Explain the trick, give you a chance to win one. And I'm going to announce the winners. Last week, I announced the winners of last week, or maybe the week before, sorry. I did a contest where I was giving away a whole bunch, to be precise, 12 of my half a coin trick. I'm going to announce the winners as well. That's all happening right now. What do we want to do first, though? I tell you what, let me give you the question of the week here. I've been obsessed with Matchbox. There's something about small enclosed spaces. Don't say it. That intrigue me. And there's just something about an old-timey box of matches I love. And I think it brings a lot of drama and mystery to this trick. So this question of the week, for your chance to win one of the 12 Going, Going, Gone tricks, for your chance to win, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below and tell me, if you had to freak people out, you're in a bar, you're at school, the work lunchroom somewhere, people say, show us a trick. And you say, sure, I'll show you a trick right now. And you take out a box of matches and you open it up. If you were to pull something out and you had to freak them out, and it could be any in the world, you got real magic powers, you pull anything out of a small box of matches to freak people out, to give them nightmares, what would it be? Leave a comment down below. Let me know, what would you, with real magic powers, remove or have appear from inside the matchbox? Leave a comment, your chance to win. Okay, now, let's talk about this cool trick here. Now, first, you're going to use a gimmick. You need to get a quarter. Assuming you're using a dollar coin, a quarter, or a penny, nickel, whatever, on one of them, you need to put a little piece of rolled tape. Okay? This is duct tape. This is the good quality stuff. But it probably would work with Scotch tape. But I think if you want to be sure, you need a little piece of rolled tape. And so what I've done is I've taken a quarter and I have stuck it. I know, Jay Sankey, always with the tricky tricks. I stuck it to the inside of this drawer. It's stuck. It's not going anywhere, okay? I drop a dollar, in this case, the copper coin. You definitely want two coins that are contrasting, ideally a brass and a silver, a copper and a silver, whatever it is. You could even probably use a small washer, but you got to be careful, because if it's got to have a tiny hole that people can't feel. If they can feel a hole, it won't work. You'll see why in a second. So we start with these two there. Like that. Okay, inside there. Now, I'm also going to be using two more coins. Now, Lapping, I was doing some lapping techniques, but let's assume you're not lapping. You're not going to, well, I mean, let me walk through what I did lapping-wise, and then I'll show you the simple version here, okay, like this. Now, you start by saying it's going to be your choice, totally your choice. And what I have is, what I did lapping here, is I had the dollar, the copper coin, let's call it copper, I guess, the copper coin, over here on the left side was resting on my knee. And I had this quarter on the right side of my knee, okay? So I started like this. And as I'm showing this, and notice that it's all, lapping and table management is all about organic movement, motivation. That this comes off, this goes down, and since I'm leaning forward to show people, very natural for my hand to fall into my lap. Not suspicious at all. Showing and what I get down there secretly is I get the second dollar coin, the copper coin. Okay, then you have this beautiful moment here. Everything is the audio totally sells the idea that both of these coins went into the hand, when in fact only one of the dollar coins went in, landed on the one that was already secretly in my hand, and you get this beautiful sound of boom, okay? Now, you could also attach it. A very old principle here is you could get a short length of thread. I am talking about an inch, barely half an inch. Attach one end of the thread with tape, the other end to this. So one end of the thread is attached to the bottom of the drawer, the other end to the back of the coin, and that way you can actually get a little bit of a shake. When you shake these, it'll move around a bit, and you can even do this at the beginning and get a lot more noise. Notice, I still get the sound I want. There's still a little clinking, okay? Even though one of the coins doesn't even move. But what's beautiful about this is they get to see it. Boom. They get to hear it. Fine. You hand them the two and they put them in their hand. Now, if you're choosing two coins, in Canada, the dollar and the quarter are really very close. If you're choosing two coins that are pretty much the same size, and people are nervous during a performance anyway, so you hand them, say, put your hand behind your back, put one in one hand, one in the other. They have no idea they're holding two identical coins. They don't know. No clue. But the choice, and say, okay, behind you. So now you got one, and you keep emphasizing. I don't care which hand holds which. They got one in one hand, one in the other. Then you say, what I want you to do is bring either of them forward. Doesn't matter to me which one you bring forward. They would bring one forward. And obviously, once I've dumped this out, I put everything in my pocket, get rid of that, of course. So they have one hand behind their back, one hand forward, right? And they feel it's 100% free choice. They have no idea how far ahead you really are. Then you say, open your hand, and open your hand. Let's see which one we're working with. Now, here I use the glass as an example, but when they open their hand, everybody is going to be looking at whatever coin is going to be. Now, you know, of course, it's the dollar. It's going to be the brass one. But they open their hand. In that moment, it's easy for you to drop your hand to your lap and get the quarter out of your lap, right? And now you're going to finish by doing a very beautiful change. But before I teach you the secret to the beautiful change, let's jump in here. Let's pretend we weren't sitting down. Let's pretend we're standing up. How would we do it? Okay, because that's often the case. I know a lot of you are serious magic students, and you want to know how to really do this sort of in the real world if you're not sitting down. Well, you've got the same setup as before, okay? But this isn't in your lap. This is in finger palm, all right? It's just held out in finger palm, the duplicate coin. Notice, you could even do this, show them, and when you put this in your pocket, okay, that's when you could get this coin come out here, okay? But either way, so without having to get anything out of my lap, I'm now set to do the same thing, getting the two, and I give them that like that, okay? Now notice, two now, I've closed this up, and I could say one in each hand, great, that's, want to bring one forward. And now, what do I have to do with this? I'm about to do something with my hands. I'm going to get rid of this, put this in my pocket, and when I put it in my pocket, in that right pocket, I have my quarter. So I can have that palm too. So now I'm in the same situation we got with lapping before, but now I've been able to do the stand-up version, right? Got this coin here. Now, here's this beautiful change. In fact, before I share the beautiful change with you, because it's very pretty, you can use it with a few items, I'm going to read the winners of last week's half a coin trick contest. Now, as always, if I say your name now, first I hope I do. If I say your name, you should email my team at contact@SankeyMagic.com. So the word contact@SankeyMagic.com. Let them know your real name. Let them know your shipping address. Let them know maybe the middle name of your parents. And perhaps, I don't know, something else mystical. Your least favorite candy. Let them know that too, huh? That'll make their day. So I hope I'm going to say, so address and name, you get it now. Here it is, the 12 winners. Tim Bogowith. There's a magic name. Finley Haley. Double L's, double N in Finley, double L in Haley. Alec Gossage. I bet it's French. I bet it's Alec Gossage. double S, Dan Garner, Joshua Freeman, Ashley Kuntz, okay, Jesse Duran, like Duran, I guess, Jesse Duran, Brian Eastburn. I bet that's a typo. I bet it's Brian Eastburn. If your last name's Eastburn, you won. Nick Carter, Rosalanja Nascimento, you'll know. Rosalana Nascimento, you won. Alan Garabrand, with a T on the end. Alan Garabrand. And finally, Reaper Creeper. There's a great YouTube name. Reaper Creeper. U12 won, okay? I hope it was you this week. I really do. And again, as I'll remind you in a moment, leave a comment down below, though, if you want to win a chance to win this week's. I'll remind you of the question in just a second. Maybe you forgot. So, we're here. We're going to do the final change. They opened their hand. There was, I knew, one of the duplicate coins. Now I want to make this look crazy good. I want this change. So, what I'm using here, it's a very old style, is I'm clipping this here, okay? And I'm getting ready to use the thumb palm. Now notice, if I don't have any coin in here, and I'm just going to wave my hand, wiggle my fingers, and steal it away in thumb palm, it's not too deceptive. Even if the right hand looks pretty good and looks like you just sort of waved it, it's got a magical quality, but of course people are going to be looking here. However, if you do a change, if this starts, the quarter starts clipped, you're here. And as I come over, I'm going to steal the bigger coin into the right hand thumb palm. I'm going to steal it in there as I come away. I'm just going to wave, and I want you to see this though right here. I just come over and wave. It looks like all focus is there. And the fact that I've seen magicians sort of wiggle the finger, I prefer to actually wipe it with the middle finger. Suggest almost that there's just the coin there, and I wipe and it changes. I love that. It looks so good. Okay. All focus is here. Now, so all focus is here. There would be some heat maybe here. Now, of course, if you're sitting down, nothing easier in the world, right? To show the coin, do this very pretty white touch change like this, and my hand all focuses here. My hand naturally drops down here. My eyes do not go down, okay? My eyes stay here. I drop to, and then I ditch this in my lap as I come down like this, and then I come up to naturally, using the second hand to bring up to show both sides of the coin without going, it's not here either, okay? Just sort of really organic. Or, so you do that and you can lap, but what happens if you can't lap? What happens if you're standing up? Well, first, what's great about the structure here, and structure saves your butt every time, is they're still holding their clothes. They have a hand behind their back. So you're here, right? We're going to do this change here. We're here. We've got this coin. They just gave it to us. I come here and I wipe. I change it. Boom. People can see there's nothing else in the hand. And when I say, naturally, of course, all focus to goes, and any guesses what you're holding on to behind your back? This is where people go, no. All focus moves immediately from here to the guy's hand. Everybody's looking. So what's the most natural thing in the world for you to do is to take the coin and put it in your pocket. And at the same time, get rid of that, okay? So, or you could have left this on the table, let's say, and maybe at that moment, okay, you're here. You've done your change of this this coin to this coin, boom, like this, beautiful. And now this can get just dropped, this coin can go into finger palm, okay, holding at the curled fingers, as you say, but if I've got the quarter, what are you holding on to behind your back? And you take that opportunity, put that in your pocket, and you get rid of the coin too, and you get this very pretty transposition. I love it. So organic, no funky gimmicks. The stuck coin really helps you at the very beginning, get way far ahead. So I really hope you enjoy that trick. I think it's nice and mysterious, this little part too. So, and don't forget, leave a comment down below and answer this week's question, okay? The question is, if you had to freak out your friends and you had real magic powers, I gotta get that. What was the last name there? It was, Bogawith. If you had real magic powers and you had to freak people out, you could produce anything in the universe out of this. What would be the freakiest, weirdest thing? Leave a comment down below for your chance to win the contest, okay? And also, follow me on Instagram. Boom! At The Real Jay Sankey. Oh yeah, not the fake. The Real Jay Sankey. Follow me there.